session. I hope you are doing very well. In this video, I will show you how to access Azure Data Lake using Service Principal in Databricks. So before going forward, I request you to please subscribe the channel and like this video if you find this video helpful. Now let's get started and see how to connect Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 and Blob Storage using Service Principal in Databricks. I am already created here notebook called here connect to Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 and Blob Storage, and my cluster is up and running. And first step to connect Azure Data Lake with Service Principal using Service Principal, we need to register here Service Principal, also known as Microsoft Entra ID and previously known as Azure Active Directory application. So let's go to Azure portal, go to Home tab and search here Microsoft Entra ID. You can see here Microsoft Entra ID. Click on this. You can see here default directory, also known as. First we need to create here app. Click on this app registration. Click here new registration. Name it. I am name it Databricks Gen 2 Data Lake. Okay. And who can use this application or access this API? Account in this organization directory only, default directory only, single tenant. Choose this one and leave it all. Click register. You can see here create application successful, and you can see here some key, client ID and tenant ID. We need here client ID, so copy this and go to here Databricks and in new cell type here client ID and in single quote type here, go back to again application and copy this tenant ID equal to paste here. We need also secret password for this application, so go to here and click here secret password, certificates and secrets. So click on this and click here new client certification, name it Data Lake Storage account, and recommendation I am using for learning purpose, so I am choose here 3 months. You can choose appropriate month. Okay, so DL storage demo. Okay, add, and do not leave this page, because if you leave this page then this value is not show again. So we need here secret ID. Okay, so copy this note, make sure to copy this value, not secret ID. Okay, so click on this to copy and go back here and secret ID paste here. Okay, this is secret ID. Then we third step set a Spark config with app or client directory, tenant ID and secret. So we already opened here. I will leave this link to description box. You can copy from there and see this page. And we need here Azure Service Principal configuration, and we need here this configuration. Copy this and go back to Azure Databricks and paste here. We do not need here for now, and we need here storage account name, and you can see here client ID, client secret and tenant ID. Okay, directory ID means tenant ID. So first we need here storage account name. Go back to here storage account. I am using here this storage account. Okay, copy this, go back to Databricks and paste here storage account. Make sure to paste correctly. First run this variable and this shall run successful, and paste here client ID, here application ID, and we need here secret ID. You can see here secret, client secret, and then need here tenant ID. In between, if you use variable in between, Then we need here curly bracket. Delete this first and use here curly bracket, and in between curly bracket paste this variable and put here f. This is Python string format. Okay, and now assign role. Last step, assign role storage blob contributor to application. So we need assign role to this application which we create here. Okay, Databricks Gen 2 DL. So go back to here again and go to, this is a storage account name, and go to access control and add role assignment and search here storage blob data contributor. You can also, if you want to read only, you can choose here storage blob data reader. For our learning purpose, I am choosing here storage blob data contributor. Okay, choose appropriate role. So click next and choose here user group and service principal. Select here member, and my app name is Databricks Gen 2. Copy this and search here. You can see here Databricks Gen 2 app. Select this and assign, review and assign here adding role to this. Okay, now go back to Azure Databricks and control enter, shift enter to run this. Here is names. This Spark configuration successful run. Now we need to list the all file available in this storage account. Copy this, go back to Databricks and paste here and comment this for now. And we want to list all file available in demo container. So go back to here, this is container and I am using for now demo container. You can see here demo container. Go back to Databricks and write here container name is demo, storage account name is this one, DWS 4DL Gen 2. Choose appropriate storage account name and you can see here space and remove path for now, only .NET and shift enter to see all file available in this demo container. So to read clearly, use here display command. You can see here we successfully execute here file list in demo container using Service Principal. Okay, so we list here successfully file from demo container. Now I want to read this country file. So copy this and click here and use here spark.read and my file format is CSV. So choose here and paste here this and use here display command. Control enter. You can see here we successfully read country file from demo container using Service Principal. Okay, and if you want to do not use here hard coded value of all client ID, tenant ID, secret ID, you can use Azure's Key Vault. Okay, we learned previously how to create Key Vault and you can use this Key Vault. Okay, so in next video I will show you how to mount this storage account to Databricks. So that's all about in this video. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe the channel and like this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.